I have a magic sketch that you can use to help ease your clients' minds during scary markets. We actually drew this sketch in our monthly client video that we send to all of our clients, and multiple clients told us that they really appreciated it, and they made a comment on how much it was helpful to them. And by the way, other advisors often ask me, what do we say and what do we do in our client monthly videos that we send out? So today you'll actually see an example. And if you're not doing a monthly client video, I highly recommend adding this to your list of things to implement as soon as possible, because this is one of the best things that we can do to get a touch point with each and every client without having to meet or call with each individual. It's really a client contact system at scale. And as you can imagine, a video from you versus a monthly newsletter or quarterly newsletter around markets, a video talking about the thing we're going to talk about today and similar things like that is just so much more powerful. And it's allowed us to provide more peace of mind and confidence during scary markets, which is just also very, very powerful. It's really a key part of really our big business objectives of two things: attracting people to us and then keeping them happy forever with the service that we have, right? Those are the two big things we need to do as financial advisors. And I've actually been thinking about sharing our monthly client video that we do for clients, the actual ones, and the script of these, and sharing them with other advisors so you can copy it or adapt it and share it with your own clients, at least get an idea of what we're doing and then maybe make it your own. So if that would be helpful or useful, put client video in the comments below or put a comment below so I know that it's something that enough people would find valuable. So anyways, on to the sketch. It's simple, but it helps people think in a way that gives them more confidence and helps them feel better when their accounts are down. It really puts things in perspective. You know, that's one of the best things we can do for clients, is really change the perspective just a little bit. It's called The Gap and the Gain from Dan Sullivan. So it went something like this. So take a made up example of someone who started with, let's say it's $5 million a few years ago. And then the accounts grew over a few years to 10 million. Again, this is made up examples just for this drawing. And then the accounts fell to $8 million. Well, the normal human emotion and the normal response is, I lost $2 million. But we've got a choice at this point. We can either focus on the gap, that's the space between the all-time high and where we are right now, or we can focus on the gain, which is where we started to where we are right now. Focusing on the gap often leads, from what we've seen, to disappointment and worry and stress, which can sometimes lead to emotional decisions that are not great financial decisions. But focusing on the gain can bring a sense of progress and achievement and more contentment with our situation. So you can pick what you want to focus on. Remember, your plan was built knowing that we'd go through periods like this, right? And the plan is still working. And we'll continue to monitor and adjust when it makes sense to do so. And if you want to talk, please reach out to us anytime and we'd be happy to hear from you. So that's just an example of a client video we did just a few months ago that got a great response. Now, if you're wondering how I was able to switch cameras and then switch between iPad and the other camera, I'll show you right now, just so you can get an idea of how to do this without any fancy technology or anything like that. Here are actually 3 ways to do it. The first way is the normal way, which we use an iPad that's hooked up to an app, or that has an app called Notability that allows us to draw, and really is the sleekest, easiest way that we found, the best drawing app that we've got out there. And then the software that we use is called Ecamm Live, and that's on the computer. And that allows us to really use almost like a switchboard, where we can switch between iPad with the click of a button and then switch to another video if we've got, this is actually the iPhone that I'm filming on now, and makes it just super easy to do so. The second way is if you have an iPhone and the latest iOS, I think it's 16, you can record yourself using the phone and switch to desk view. So I think I did another video on this. So if I'm going to use the phone, there's a button you can press that says desk view. It's pretty cool. And then the last thing you can do is on Zoom, record the Zoom, press the record button and use the whiteboard feature and draw on that. that's one of the easiest ways to do it as well. So if you're thinking you'd like to see our monthly client videos and the scripts and the rights to use those and change them to work with your clients, to send them out to your clients, put client video in the comments below so I can gauge if that would be useful and helpful to you, and then we could look at doing that in the future. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, give it a like and share it with another advisor friend that you have, and I'll see you in the next video.